And I got Michael Ketchen, who I met recently. Awesome guy, great energy.
Thank you, brother.
And he has his own unique business in multifamily, which is a little bit different than most people I meet. So that's why I wanted to talk to him, and hopefully you'll share that information and see if some of you guys want to connect with him. So Michael, kind of go through your history and what do you do now, where you came from.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I like to talk, so you have to try to keep me to a bit of a time constraint. So real quick, short and dirty, you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And it kind of shows up in our business and everything else we've done. I'm a former educator, turned real estate professional. Started my company, Commonwealth Collective, along with my wife and another business partner, a little over 4 years ago. We now have about 300 units and multiple Airbnbs. I've also done some flipping, some wholesaling. But our primary focus is value add multifamily.
Mm-hmm.
And we've scaled all this. We don't syndicate. This has been all using refinance and roll, and kind of turned a 40K HELOC into, once we're done stabilizing the 111 unit we just closed, it'll be a $40 million portfolio in a little right around 4 years. So it's been a fun journey, to say the least, over the last few years of kind of growing and kind of tying this all together.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, being from the educator background, I guess, yeah, everybody has a niche in essentially the multifamily. You have a different niche. Yeah. So with that, who can you help and who should connect to you and who do you like to work with? Kind of, can you go through that?
Honestly, what I focus for is kind of, to be honest, no direct, straight direct, no nonsense, no BS type of people who are getting after it, who are taking action, who are really positive and really intentional. I think those are the type of entrepreneurs and business people we like to connect with. Mm-hmm. Problem solvers, not problem creators. As I mentioned previously, coming from education, it's been interesting how much of the systems and just what kind of you had to do translates. And one thing I'm seeing as you're growing and scaling is you really have to start saying no more and being much more intentional with the action you take. And anybody who's looking to grow, looking to level up, I'm more than happy, if they can help learn something from our journey, but also we can grow and learn together. And now we're kind of chasing down our goals. So anybody can help us get to our goals of, 6 figures passive monthly is what we're after. And we're rapidly closing, chasing that down and just trying to get there.
Awesome. So yeah, if that rhymes with you, please reach out to Michael. I'll be posting his links and whatever I have. Whatever he gives me, I'll tagging them in either LinkedIn or YouTube, wherever you watch this. So Michael, obviously you had a great journey from educator to now entrepreneur, essentially.
Yeah.
What inspires you to get up and do what you do every day now?
Time freedom. To be honest, I think like that's a buzzword that gets too often misused now. It really kind of bothers me a little bit because I think, time freedom. But really being, I'm 36 years old. I was in a high stress job previously. My father passed at 46. And, really kind of my upbringing, we didn't really come from much, single mother. She worked incredibly hard. But I mean, we had pretty barren holidays and other things that there was a lot of love in the house. We didn't know how poor we were, but we were not doing too hot. And I just remember as a kid, always contemplating, why would people settle? Why would people be content? And I'd ask a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. And to the point, sometimes I got told not to ask so many questions. And here I am as an adult asking those same kind of questions. And what inspires me is to try to, I said it to my team this week, I say it every week, I actually want to be the laziest company in the world. And the only way to be the laziest company in the world is to be the most efficient company in the world. And everything we do in our investing model and the type of assets and the type of problem solving we're doing throughout our real estate holdings and other opportunities we work on is we try to start with the end in mind. We try to identify every step needed within that process. And we try to come up with a way that essentially we can, demonstrate it and then make it hands off and kind of continue to monitor it, basically to really just maximize that time freedom. So I get to do what I want when I want.
Gotcha. Awesome. Yeah, that's a great end in mind. Stephen R. Covey. Yeah, 7 effective. Yeah, highly effective habits. Well, talking about that, one tip you can share. Obviously, you had a pretty good, really good journey in the last 4 years, entrepreneur.
Thank you, brother.
So, what did you learn that that can help others? What's a tip you can share?
I thought about this a lot when you prep me, and I don't know if it's going to be PC or not. So sorry if I got to get bleep, but I would say, hope is not a fucking plan. I mean, we talk about it all the time. And what I mean by that is be intentional with your action, right? Don't just hope. Don't wait for someone else to show up. Attack your goals and don't even just take action because, action is good, but be intentional, right? If you're on LinkedIn today, say, I'm going to message 10 people who are where I want to be. If you're on Instagram scrolling, I'm going to click like, follow, subscribe, message 10 accounts of things that are going to level me up. If I'm going to work out today, I'm going to be 10% better than I was, yesterday. Be intentional in everything you do. And I think when I look back on how far we've come, it's kind of interesting, but it kind of shows up throughout life. When you put your head down and you really dedicate to a goal, to a mission, and then by the time you come up for air, you'd be shocked at how much distance you covered. And it's really because you're intentional with that action. You're not waiting around. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to stumble and fall, but you have to start and let time compound on the action you take to get you to those goals you're chasing.
Awesome. That's a great tip. Yeah. I mean, well, I'm lost for words there, but great tip. Like I said, I'll be tagging Michael. Hey, if that work, kind of work moves you, go talk to him. See if there's something you guys can do together. With that, Michael, thanks for taking the time.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you.